know this song? Maybe. Some of you have probably never heard it before. But it's called The Wind Beneath My Wings. Let me sing you a little part of the song. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings. When I first heard it, I thought it was just a love song. But as I grew up, I realized it's more than that. It's a song about someone helping you fly, even when you don't know how to spread your wings yet. And that made me think about real heroes in my life. My name is Haidar Fariza, and I am a village kid. I went to a small school at the edge of the town. Classrooms was modest and the pace was slower. Things felt familiar. Then I moved to a big city, to a school far bigger than anything I had known. The students were more loud and more confident. They seemed to know exactly what to say and how to say it, and I didn't. I became quiet not because I didn't know the answers, but because I didn't feel like I had the right to speak, and that made me feel like I was afraid of standing out in the wrong way with the wrong accent. But once again, I met teachers, not the kind who expected me to instantly catch up, but the kind who said, "It's okay, take your time." The kind who believed I belonged, even before I could believe it myself. Little by little, I began to grow. I began to raise my hand, even if I wasn't 100% sure. I spoke in group work, and I started to believe that maybe I did have a place here after all. I come from a family of teachers. My grandfather was the son of a low-ranked soldier and a farmer. He loved books, music, and learning new languages. Even when it didn't make sense to those around him, he kept learning. He applied for scholarships, studied hard, and eventually graduated. And when he did, he chose to become a teacher. Not because it was easy and not because it paid well, but because he wanted to give back what he had once received. My grandmother was also a teacher, and so was my mother. But the truth is, when I was a child, I didn't see them as heroes. They weren't famous, they weren't flashy, and they weren't loud. They just worked, taught, prepared, and gave. Only now do I see how much they shaped me. And that's why I want to say something that might sound very classic and even predictable. You've probably heard it before, but just because something is simple doesn't mean that it's not true. Sometimes the heroes that we need the most are already standing beside us. They are our teachers and parents. They don't ask for recognition but quietly carry us forward. Back then, I didn't see them as heroes. No badges, no capes, and no spotlight. They just always stood there. But now I realize they always stood behind me, steady and constant, ready to catch me if I fall. So if I can stand and speak, it's because someone believed in me last week. And what I mean is, if we're all here on this stage, it's because someone helped us at each age. They don't ask for nothing, but give us everything. So when you go home later, please remember this. Hug your parents, don't let it miss. Say thank you with a gentle smile, as they've been with you for every mile. And tomorrow at school, find your teachers too. Say thank you for all they do, for all the strength and quiet things. They are the wind beneath our wings. Thank you.